What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And internal rumblings are saying that Carlos Tavares' replacement has been chosen. Is it Mopar Jesus, though? What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yes, I just got a message from one of my sources in Stellantis that said, TK, you're not going to believe this, but the board has tentatively chosen a replacement for Carlos Tavares. Now, they didn't get into specifics on if it would happen this week or next week or at the end of the year or when the quarterly earnings drop. But that it would make at least the people in America that are Mopar enthusiasts happy. Now, I don't want to lead into immediately saying it is Mopar Jesus. It is Tim Kuniskis himself coming back to save the company he left because his boss was a royal asshole. I don't want to say that that's who it is or what the situation is, but it definitely is looking that way. It is definitely looking that way. Is it me or is it I just think maybe Vegas has more friggin' school zones than any other city I've ever been to. Like, every time I take a turn and I'm going through a different section, it's another school zone. It's like, how are we the worst schools in the country and there's all these schools? And I digress. Anyways, so after talking, I got the message and I hit him back and I was like, can you talk for a minute, whatever. End up talking to my source for like a good 15 minutes and just basically said the Mopar people will be happy, but not telling me it's Tim Kuniskis. I mean, could it be Jim Morrison? Maybe. From Jeep, that also retired? Maybe. But I think they want to make a splash here. I think they need to save their stock price. And that's to also say that Tim Kuniskis is not incapable of running the company. Of course he is. We've watched him usher in the Hellcat era and make GM and Ford hate Dodge for the horsepower wars. All right, like they were pissed that they had to go back to doing big V8s in cars with the ZL1s and the Mustangs and the things that they didn't want to do that. So that is a product of Tim Kuniskis. So do I think Tim Kuniskis could run this company, turn it around? Yes. I think the announcement alone boosts the stock price by 10 to maybe even 15%. I think the announcement of Tim Kuniskis coming as CEO will boost the stock price between 10 to 15%. What does that mean? Much more, the company has more value, much more available credit, much more money available on hand for the company. At that point, Tim has a lot of work to do if he ends up becoming the CEO to turn the disaster that Carlos Tavares has created for him around. But I thought this was newsworthy. I got the message and I was like, cool. So Carlos Tavares' replacement has been chosen in principle. I hope if it is Tim Kuniskis that he made them bend over with no Vaseline at the table, man. I hope to God he hit them for $100 million. Because the way that Tavares got paid $40 million and all that bonus money and everything else to systematically destroy the company, absolutely ridiculous. But I leave the question to you. Do you think it's Mopar Jesus? Who else would it be that would make Mopar enthusiasts happy? Let me know who you think it is in the comment section down below. Also, question, how long do you think Tavares stays on as CEO at Stellantis? I'm thinking if they already have a replacement and they're not like firing him, I'm willing to bet you they keep him on until the third quarter earnings are dropped. And then when they see how much money they lost or whatever, then they do an announcement and try to turn the page, so to speak. Also, it could depend on what happens with the UAW lawsuit as well. But it'll be interesting to see. But anyways, I digress. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.